Please note there's a change of rider in the third race in Kolkata. Horse number 5, Just Dash, will now be ridden by apprentice jockey Ankush, as apprentice jockey S. Sabha failed to fulfill his engagement. I repeat, horse number 5, Just Dash, will now be ridden by jockey Ankush, as apprentice jockey S. Sabha failed to fulfill his engagement.
So moving on to the third race of the day, the Make My Day plate for maiden horses, 3-year-old only, rated 21 to 46, rated 1 to 26 eligible to be run over a distance of about 1400 meters. We got 7 runners going to post for this one. The frontline contender is horse number 1, Sativor. Had a start on opening day where he finished on second to Donna Sienna. Looked like was really relishing the underfoot conditions, so I think horses for courses. Satifur, even though is not really looking the pick of the paddock, is sweating up in patches, and it looks a little edgy, but on form you cannot fault Satifur. And number 2 is No Worries, and very nice name for No Worries. I was having a quick word with the trainer Rutherford Alford, and he said there's nothing to worry about, and definitely looks very calm in the paddock. No worry. The mount of Neeraj Rawal. And number 3 is Main Street, a very classy horse. Main Street, the sibling has won a few races and down south. The mount of Yash Naridu, he's going strength to strength, Yash. And I think Main Street will be a horse which you would need to definitely watch out for. And moving on to number 4, Winter Star, really playing up and getting a little worked up is Winter Star. But let's see how he does on the track. Number 5, Just Dash, perhaps would be your speed angle. Now the mount of Ankush, and Just Dash definitely likes to do just a dash, and let's see if he can, if she can hold on. Number 6, Artemis Zelda, another well-bred horse from the yard of Mr. Neil Darasha. Hasn't really done much so far in the 2 career starts. The mount of Nikhil Naidu parading decently. And finally, number 7, Happy Morning, the mount of P. Surya. One start for Happy Morning already in this season. Nothing much to speak about that start. Ran down the field, but parading decently. In conclusion, I think the race boiled down to horse number 1, Sativor, and its main threat should be Main Street. And I think one for your placings. Well, if you're placing the bet on Tote, you definitely get third place. That will be No Worries. So 1, 3, 2, these 3, the race should, the winner should definitely, hopefully emerge from them. So over to the commentary box, Mr. Cyrus Madden, our big race commentator, is going to call them home for the third race, the Make My Day plate. And one more reminder for our patrons, the HPSL contest, Pick 6 contest, well, there are 6 lucky nominations available alive after the second leg, and best of luck for the rest of the 4 legs.
Your attention, please. Please note, in the third race in Kolkata, horse number 5, Just Dash, carries 53 kilos, claiming a 4 kilo allowance. I repeat, horse number 5, Just Dash, carries 53 kilos, claiming a 4 kilo allowance.
Third race of the afternoon, the Make My Day Plate. This is a horse for maiden horses, 3-year-olds only, rated 21 to 46. Those rated 1 to 26 eligible. Runners and riders on their way to the starting gates. And the bookmakers' odds, number 1, Sativur at 10 to 8 on. Number 3, Main Street, 2 to 1. Number 2, No Worry, 5 to 1. Longer odds, the others. So, the latest odds, number 1, Sativur at 10 to 8 on. Number 3, Main Street, 2 to 1. Number 2, No Worry, 5 to 1. And 10 to 1 and over bar these 3. Runners and riders are on their way to the starting gates. A bit of a change in the bookmakers' odds. Number 1, Sativur, now at 10 to 8 on. Number 3, Main Street at 2 to 1. And number 2, No Worry, 10 to 1. I beg your pardon, number 3, No Worry at 9 to 4. Longer odds the rest. Runners and riders beginning to arrive at the 1400-meter marker. Artemis Zelda is there, so is Winter Star. Those are the two on your screen at the moment. Main Street was led to the gates without the rider, and she'll be joined by jockey Yash Naredu there behind the stalls. Sativur, the favourite, also getting to the gates. They're just waiting for Just Dash to get to the starting stalls. Bookmakers odds, number 1, Sativur at 10 to 8 on. Number 3, Main Street. Number 3, Main Street is at 9 to 4. Number 2, No Worry, now at 10 to 1. So that's the way they bet here for this third race, the Make My Day plate. Very overcast here in Calcutta, and Just Dash just getting now to the starting gates. Left the paddock a little late and just getting there. There's a change of rider being ridden here by Ankush and not by apprentice Sabha. So Just Dash gets to the 1400 meter marker. All 7 runners now at the starting gates. We just wait for loading operations. Happy Morning will be backed in. The horses are now being stalled for the Make My Day Cup. Make My Day plate, I beg your pardon. Happy Morning is backed in. Artemis Zelda being led up without the rider. Artemis Zelda has been stalled. Nikhil Naidu getting back on board. Make My Day has moved in. I beg your pardon, Main Street has moved in. Main Street has been stalled. The horse is out behind. No Worry, Sativur, Winter Star, and Just Dash. Just Dash being walked up. Just Dash has been stalled. Winter Star is the next to be led up. Winter Star goes in without any trouble. The 2 out behind, 3 out behind, Main Street, No Worry, and Sativur. Just Dash without the rider, still waiting to get in. The boy mounting up again, but in the meanwhile, No Worry has been stalled. The blinds have been put on Just Dash. I beg your pardon, that's Winter Star now getting in. Winter Star giving them a bit of trouble there. But they've managed to stall Winter Star now. The 2 out behind, Main Street and Sativur. Sativur being led into the extreme outside draw. And Sativur is stalled. They're still having a problem there with Winter Star. And he's been taken out of the gates. The riderless Winter Star and Main Street still waiting to be stalled. And they're taking Winter Star in front of the gates now. In the meanwhile, Main Street being walked in. Main Street has been stalled. The riderless Winter Star with the blinds on, being very mulish there. So running behind sked here for this third race, the Make My Day plate. But they finally managed to back Winter Star into the gates without the rider. Jockey Arul getting back into the saddle. All 7 runners now in the gates. And they're off and racing for the Make My Day plate, fairly level break. But as they settle down to race, and there's a bit of a scrimmage there for the lead with Main Street just the leader there, Artemis Zelda on the inside. On the outside, No Worry, trapped very wide from the outside draw, Sativur. A length and a half away, Winter Star. Then there's Just Dash, Happy Morning. Passing the 1,000, approaching the 800-meter marker now, and it continues to be Artemis Zelda, just the leader there. Main Street nicely placed in second, traveling about 3 wide. There is Sativur on the outside. A length and a half away in fourth is No Worry, 1.5 away, Winter Star. 2 lengths behind then when we go back there to Happy Morning, and way back in the rear is Just Dash. They go past the 800-meter marker, approaching the 600, and it continues to be Artemis Zelda, just the leader here, from Main Street, ranging alongside, a length and a half away, but still traveling 3 horses wide. There is Sativur. Then there's No Worry on the inside rails. But as they straighten up, and Main Street has hit the front by about a length and a half, 2 lengths now, separating him from Sativur on the stand side. No Worry fading out of it. But Main Street still the leader from Sativur, coming with a big run on the stand railing. It's Sativur on the outside, Main Street on the inside. They're wide apart. It's Main Street on the inside and Sativur. Main Street's going to win this. Main Street wins comfortably in the end. Sativur on the stand side. Then came No Worry, followed there by Just Dash and Happy Morning. So the outcome of the third race, the Make My Day plate, won here by number 3, Main Street, trained by Arti Doctor, ridden by Yash Naredu, who's just choked up a back-to-back double. Main Street, the property of Kersi Vacha, always in striking position all the way. Sativur was traveling a little wide from the word go, took the turn even wider, still ended up on the outer railing, came with a run, but he found Main Street too good at the end. So the outcome of the third race, the Make My Day plate, won by number 3, by Arti Doctor, ridden by Yash Naredu. Here's the replay. Artemis Zelda takes them away, and then Main Street assumes command. Sativur is down the middle of the track and starts shifting out even further as Hindu Singh tries to get a run out of her. With about 150 to run, and it's still on the inside. There is Main Street. On the stand railing comes Sativur. These two are fighting it out, but Main Street has the advantage, has the inside rail, and in the end holds on very convincingly to win from Sativur, who ends up on the extreme outer railing.
The result of the third race at Kolkata: number 3, Main Street first, number 1, Sativur second, number 2, No Worry third, number 5, Just Dash fourth, number 7, Happy Morning fifth. I repeat, number 3, Main Street first, number 1, Sativur second, number 2, No Worry third, number 5, Just Dash fourth, number 7, Happy Morning fifth. Distances and time won by 2 1/4 lengths, 9 lengths between second and third, 3 lengths between third and fourth, 6 1/4 lengths between fourth and fifth. Time 1 minute 28.160 seconds. I repeat, 2 1/4, 9, 3, 6 1/4. Time 1 minute 28.160 seconds.
So Yash, I'll not take much of your time. Quickly, how good is this horse?
She's a good filly. She has to learn a lot more, and she'll only improve from here on.
Longer distance will be preferable, or this is the ideal trip?
Yes, she's showing so I hope so.
All right. Thank you for chatting with us, Yash, and continue this good riding. Well, I'll try and get the trainer, Miss Aarti Doctor, once she's done chatting with her nephew, and that was a really impressive show. Aarti, ma'am, can you join us here and have a quick word about your horse? So you really had a nice fun today on this horse, and tell us a little bit about this horse.
This is only the first run on this track, so I was a little apprehensive, and she's a little underdone, but for first run it was okay, so I thought she'd run well, and she did.
By any chance, horse we would see in the fillies?
Yes, you will, hopefully.
One more question I asked the jockey. He didn't answer much, but longer trip is preferable for this horse based on the breeding?
Too early to, based on the breeding, yes, but it's still too early to say anything.
Thank you for chatting with us, and continue with the success, ma'am. So that's the winning connection, the trainer and the jockey for the winner of the third race, Main Street, and owned by Mr. Kersey H. Vacha. The very impressive win, considering that she was having her first start. Perhaps a horse we will see lining up for the Fillies Trial Stakes.
Your attention, please. The all clear has been given for the third race in Kolkata. Please note, in the fourth race in Kolkata, horse number 7, Macchiato, is being led out early to the start. I repeat, horse number 7, Macchiato, is being led out early to the start.
And they're off and racing for the Make My Day plate, fairly level break. But as they settle down to race, and there's a bit of a scrimmage there for the lead with Main Street just the leader there, Artemis Zelda on the inside. On the outside, No Worry, trapped very wide from the outside draw, Sativur. A length and a half away, Winter Star. Then there's Just Dash, Happy Morning. Passing the 1,000, approaching the 800-meter marker now, and it continues to be Artemis Zelda, just the leader there. Main Street nicely placed in second, travelling about 3 wide. There is Sativur on the outside. A length and a half away in fourth is No Worry. 1.5 away, Winter Star. 2 lengths behind then when we go back there to Happy Morning. And way back in the rear is Just Dash. They go past the 800-meter marker, approaching the 600, and it continues to be Artemis Zelda, just the leader here. From Main Street, ranging alongside, a length and a half away, but still travelling 3 horses wide. There is Sativur. Then there's No Worry on the inside rails. But as they straighten up, and Main Street has hit the front by about a length and a half, 2 lengths now, separating him from Sativur on the stand side. No Worry fading out of it, but Main Street still the leader from Sativur, coming with a big run on the stand railing. It's Sativur on the outside, Main Street on the inside. They're wide apart. It's Main Street on the inside and Sativur. Main Street's going to win this. Main Street wins comfortably in the end. Sativur on the stand side. Then came No Worry, followed there by Just Dash and Happy Morning. So the outcome of the third race, the Make My Day plate, won here by number 3, Main Street.
We move on to the fourth race of the afternoon, the Elastano Handicap for horses grade 21 to 46, grade 1 to 26, eligible to be ridden by jockeys of Indian nationality, to be run over a distance of about 1400 meters. The first runner we're looking at is King's Retreat. This is from the winter season, where King's Retreat in race number 118 was in second spot, then weaved a passage towards the inside and took over the running into the last 200 meters and absolutely went away from the field. Won the race by 5.5 lengths. The King's Retreat has already had a mock race in the last day. Number 2, Wonderful. This is from the current season and race number 4, where Wonderful went over 1200 meters, was in 8th spot as they took the turn, then made up a placing and eventually finished on 7th of 10 runners. The winner here was Traila, who won that race by a widening margin of 9 lengths. Number 3 is Felix. Felix was very consistent in the winter season. 4 out of 5 starts was on the board. Last start we are looking at is from race number 181, where Felix was in 4th spot as they entered the home straight. Then came up with a run and looked good for a while, but there was a late surge by Clever Hans, who got the measure of Felix, and Felix settled for 2nd spot. Number 4, Shiza Star. Benefit of a run for Shiza Star in this season in race number 7, where it was in 2nd spot in a very eventful race, where Shiza Star eventually finished on 4th. The winner here was Embankment. Number 6 is Barbary. Couple of starts for Barbary, and first start was in 3rd spot, and last start what it started was Barbary took the turn in 3rd spot, then took charge into the last 10 meters or so and won the race by a long neck. And it was noted after the race that Barbary was trotting lame. Today again ridden by J.H. Arroll. Number 7 is Macchiato. Macchiato had a start in race number 2 in the last season, in the winter season I should say. Was in 3rd spot, then came up with a run and eventually finished on 2nd to Rhapsody in green, and Macchiato today the mount of P. Tejeshwar. So we move on to the fourth race of the afternoon, the Elistano Handicap, which is for horses rated 21 to 46, rated 1 to 26 eligible to be ridden by jockeys of Indian nationality. We got 8 runners going to purse for the Elistano Handicap. Before I get into the race proper, one reminder for our patrons, in the HPSL Pick 6 contest, we still have one successful nomination after the third race. So best of luck, you have 3 more to go and hope you crack it today. Well, number 1, King's Retreat, who's just left the paddock, looked decent in the paddock, comes off a win which is signed off the winter season with. Wonderful has had a benefit of start, just trotting past the grandstand, and Wonderful, the Mount of Peace Shoria, needs to show something before I recommend it, but nonetheless a very classy horse. Number 3, Felix. Number 4, Shiza Star, both from the same yard. Well, I think Felix definitely has run a little more credibly than Shiza Star, but on the other hand, Shiza Star has the benefit of a run. Number 5, Norwegian Wood, well, definitely a very well-bred win legend out of Woodburg. And what can I say about Yash Naidu? What a fantastic season he's having so far. And Norwegian Wood, who's had a start in quite a few starts in Bangalore as winner of a race there, perhaps the most experienced of this lot, Norwegian Wood. Then we got number 6, Byberry. Byberry has had a couple of starts and a win. Last win, it really took a little bit of a time, a lot of coaxing from the jockey for Byberry to warm up and won. But I think just going past me, looks decent in the parade ring and stepping onto the main track now. Number 7, Macchiato, was taken to the starting gate early. I got a chance to look at Macchiato, and I even consulted one of our senior trainers about the way it looked, and according to him and according to me, paraded decently, and the Mount of P. Tejeshwar. And finally, number 8, Zarafat, the Mount of R.S. Bhatti, who comes down here from Western India and has had decent form there behind some decent horses. Let's see what it does. In conclusion, I think the race should boil down to horse like Norwegian Wood, who should be a frontline contender, but I wouldn't rule out the chances of King's Retreat, Byberry, or even horse number 3, Felix. So a very interesting race in the offing, and we have 3 more legs to go in the Pick 6 contest, the HPSL Pick 6 contest. The runners and riders are making their way to the starting gate. Just take you through the latest bookmakers odds for the 4th race. We got number 5, Norwegian Wood, who's the favorite here and coming in for further support now at 11 to 10. Number 6, Byberry, is at 7 to 2. Number 1, King's Retreat, is at 4 to 1, and the odds really get longer from there on, 10 to 1 and over for the other runners. The visibility not at its best, and it continues to be overcast, and there is a prediction of rain for the later part of the day. And we have a mock race scheduled after the last race. 10 runners are scheduled to start the mock race. I'll let you know more details as we get closer.
Dividend for the 5th race of Mysore. 11 win pays rupees 103. 11 place pays rupees 54, 12 place pays rupees 10, and 14 place also pays rupees 10. Second horse pool pays rupees 20, third horse pool pays rupees 24. Vanilla pays rupees 55, forecast pays rupees 203. Your attention please. Tanala pays rupees 653. The winning combination is 11, 12 and 14. In the mini jackpot pool, the gross pool collection is rupees 3070, 3070 on 32 success.
Apart from Macchiato, who's about 50 meters away from the starting gate, the other 7 runners are circling behind the starting gate. We should have the loading operations commence shortly. The latest bookmakers odds, number 5 Norwegian Wood now at 6-4. Number 6 Byberry is at 11-4. Number 1 King's Retreat at 9-2. So that's the way they bet here for the 4th race of the afternoon, the Alistano handicap. The orange marker going up, indicating the loading operations is underway. She's a Star walking in with the blinds on, followed there by stablemate Felix. Going forward now is Wonderful. That's Norwegian Wood on the left of your screen. In the center, that's Zarafat. That's Macchiato. And on your right of your screen, that's King's Retreat. Very hazy from my binoc, so I would need to rely on the TV screens. So I can see a horse in front of the starting stall, but I'm not sure which it is. That is Byberry, which is being backed in. That's a much better picture for me. King's Retreat has stepped in. So the horses in are Macchiato, Wonderful, King's Retreat, Felix. She's a Star has gone in with a jockey now sitting on the frames of the gates. They're trying Zarafat. And they continue to work with Byberry, who's with the blinds on in front of the starting gate. The latest bookmakers odds, number 5 Norwegian Wood at 6-4, number 6 Byberry at 11-4, number 1 King's Retreat at 9-2. So those are your closing bookmakers odds. Stepping in now is the favorite Norwegian Wood. Getting in there is Zarafat. So we will wait for number 6 Byberry, who is still in front of the starting gate. Will be backed in. We got about half a dozen handlers trying to get her to get a little closer, and we have the assistant starter, Mr. Afzal Hussain, also joining in. The jockey gets off Byberry. He's going to climb onto the frames of the gates, and we now have almost 9, or I can count 9 handlers surrounding Byberry. She's about 410 kilos, but she's all power. We're going to perhaps take Byberry behind the starting gate. That looks like the plan, because the other runners have been in the starting stall for a few minutes now. This might be Byberry's last chance. And Byberry has obliged with that all 8 runners in the gate. We wait for the jockey to get into the saddle. Getting a little worked up inside the stall there is Wonderful, has settled down now. Wait for the rear gates to be locked. Rear gates locked for Byberry. The track is clear. They're set for a start. And there we in racing. A little awkwardly out of the gates there is Byberry, almost coming together with Norwegian Wood as the field settles down to race for the Elistano handicap. There's a rush for the lead with She's Our Star just in front from Norwegian moved as in second on the outside. Zarafat is the one who's on a forward charge. Then we go back to Byberry, who settled back in fourth spot. Not far away there is Felix. Third last there is King's Retreat. Second last there is Macchiato. Last of all is Wonderful. They approach the first turn past the 1,000 meters. And She's a Star, about 3 parts of length in front of Norwegian Wood, is racing in second. The one who's sneaking up towards the inside there is Byberry. Racing a little wide there is Zarafat. About 3.5 lengths behind there is King's Retreat. Then we go back to Felix, who's made a forward move. Then we go back to Macchiato. Last of all there is Wonderful. The horses begin to take the turn now. And as She's a Star, on the outside there is Norwegian Wood. The one who's racing very prominently now there is Zarafat. Just behind these three there is Byberry. Then we got King's Retreat. For the back, under pressure there is Felix. They're at the top of the home straight now, and Norwegian Wood is the one who makes the first move. On the outside there is Zarafat. Between runners there is Byberry. On the wide outside there is King's Retreat. But it's Byberry down the center who's taken charge from King's Retreat. Coming up with a big run on the outside is Byberry from King's Retreat. And on the wide outside there is Felix is also coming up with a devastating run. It's Felix from the inside there is Byberry. Felix, Byberry, Felix, Byberry, and Felix is going to win the fourth race of the afternoon. From Gallant in second there was Byberry, in third there was King's Retreat. Then we went back to Macchiato, who made late gains. Then we went back to Wonderful. Third last there was She's a Star. Second there was Norwegian Wood. Last of all Zarafat. So your winner for the third race, Felix, owned by Mrs. Sandhya Suman and Messrs. Cherry Sports Private Limited, trained by Dr. Anil Kumar, ridden by Hindu Singh. So this was really a topsy-turvy race in terms of the lead. About 4 or 5 leads just changed. The first lead came from Norwegian Wood, who was the first one to commit. Towards the inside we had She's a Star. Down the center came Byberry, who had all the bad luck, had to navigate a rough passage. Then we had King's Retreat, who was moving ominously, but without anybody noticing. The winner came from way back, and Felix, what a start this was for Felix, and came past 2 very classy horses and won the day, wins the Elistano handicap. And Byberry gallant in second, and third there was King's Retreat, who also would come up from this run. So your top 3 for the Elistano handicap.
The results of the fourth race at Kolkata. Number 3, Felix, first. Number 6, Byberry, second. Number 1, King's Retreat, third. Number 7, Macchiato, fourth. Number 2, Wonderful, fifth. I repeat, number 3, Felix, first. Number 6, Byberry, second. Number 1, King's Retreat, third. Number 7, Macchiato, fourth. Number 2, Wonderful, fifth. The distances and time: 1 by a length and a quarter, a length and a half between second and third, 3.5 lengths between third and fourth, 2.25 lengths between fourth and fifth. Time 1 minute 28.171 seconds. I repeat: 1.25, 1.5, 3.5, 2.25. Time 1 minute 28.171 seconds.
Me is Hindu Singh. What a ride that was, Hindu. You really rode like a champion jockey should ride in Calcutta. And Hindu, tell us a little bit about how that horse came about.
एक्चुअली ये घोड़ा मैं पहले चेन्नई में एक दो बार राइड किया हुआ है, तो कंफर्टेबल हमेशा इसको 7 फर्लॉन्ग माइल का ही रेस कंफर्टेबल सूट करता है, और क्योंकि फर्स्ट अर्ली पार्ट इतना स्पीड नहीं है, बट टर्न ऑफ फुट गुड है। और मैं भी ऐसे ही 4th 5th बैठा था, और वापस स्टेट में जब मेरे को आउटसाइड से ही बेटर गैलअप करता है, मैं आउटसाइड से वापस इसको मूव किया, तो टू गुड टर्न ऑफ फुट। या
घोड़ा तो बहुत अच्छा लग रहा था, आपका सेकंड विनर ऑफ द सीजन। एंड लास्ट टाइम इंटरव्यू नहीं किए, कुछ घोड़े गिर गए थे उस वजह से, बस आज इंटरव्यू किए, ऐसे ही चलाते रहिए और कलकत्ता में चलाते रहिए। Well, I'll try and catch a word with the trainer and the owners, and I hope they join us, the owners of Messrs. Cherry Sports. And well, it's always nice to speak to you both, sir. Please come forward. So, Mrs. Smita Barjoria and Mr. Cherry and Abraham. So, tell us a little bit, try and get into the frame, and it's very hard to get sir inside the frame, but we will try and manage that. Sir, first you, and then I'll ask ma'am, what were your thoughts about Felix? You thought it will win in this impressive fashion?
I actually told my trainer yesterday that this horse is looking the best in the stable today, because he was a bit weak as a early 2-year-old, 3-year-old. Now he's filled up and he's in better condition. I said he'll definitely run a good race today, and he proved us right.
Well, you definitely looked the pick of the paddock. Your eyes were not wrong. Well, ma'am, what does it feel like to get another winner, and a winner definitely in Felix?
It's, I think I like this horse. I mean, he and Smash Shot are my two favorites because he's very naughty. And Felix in French means lucky. Okay. Yeah, so, well, he's proved to be lucky today, and I hope it continues.
Absolutely. I hope the luck stays with you. We have a special one coming up in the next race. I'll not say much about it. Let it do its job. And good luck with the rest of the runners. Thank you. Thank you for chatting with us. So that's the winning connection for the 4th race, the Alistano Handicap, won by Felix, owned by Mrs. Sandhya Suman and Messrs. Cherry Sports Private Limited, trained by Dr. Anil Kumar, who sneaked up and he didn't give an interview, but ridden by Hindu Singh.
Calcutta Rajan IRS, Joint Commissioner of Income Tax, Mysore, will present the Mysore Court Trial Stakes in the parade ring immediately after the clearance of this race. Meanwhile, Hand of God, Emperor Vikram, and Abhushan, where the horses gone inside the starting stall. Handlers are trying to push Rancolino. Rancolino is loaded. We're just waiting for Masato. Rider Suraj Naradu's off his mount is now waiting on the side bars of the gate. Masato will be stalled riderless. More than half a dozen handlers are dragging in the riderless Masato. Masato will complete the line. 6 runners in 3.
Your attention please, the all clear has been given for the 4th race in Kolkata.
Track is clear, they're set for a start, and they are in racing. A little awkwardly out of the gates there is Byberry, almost coming together with Norwegian Wood as the field settles down to race for the Elistano handicap. There's a rush for the lead with She's Our Star just in front from Norwegian, moved as in second on the outside. Zarafat is the one who's on a forward charge. Then we go back to Byberry, who settled back in 4th spot. Not far away there is Felix. 3rd last there is King's Retreat. 2nd last there is Macchiato. Last of all is Wonderful. They approach the first turn past the 1,000 meters. And She's a Star, about 3 parts of length in front of Norwegian Wood, is racing in second. The one who's sneaking up towards the inside there is Byberry, racing a little wide. There is Zarafat, about 3.5 lengths behind there is King's Retreat. Then we go back to Felix, who's made a forward move. Then we go back to Macchiato. Last of all there is Wonderful. The horses begin to take the turn now. And as She's a Star, on the outside there is Norwegian Wood. The one who's racing very prominently now there is Zarafat. Just behind these 3 there is Byberry. Then we got King's Retreat. For the back, under pressure there is Felix. They're at the top of the home straight now, and Norwegian Wood is the one who makes the first move. On the outside there is Zarafat. Between runners there is Byberry. On the wide outside there is King's Retreat. But it's Byberry down the center who's taken charge from King's Retreat. Coming up with a big run on the outside is Byberry from King's Retreat. And on the wide outside there is Felix, is also coming up with a devastating run. It's Felix from the inside. There is Byberry, Felix, Byberry, Felix, Byberry, and Felix is going to win the 4th race of the afternoon. From Gallant in second, there was Byberry. In third, there was King's Retreat. Then we went back to Macchiato, who made late gains. Then we went back to Wonderful. Third last, there was She's a Star. Second, there was Norwegian Wood. Last of all, Zarafat.
Attention please. Please note, in the 5th race in Kolkata, horse number 3 Stockbridge and horse number 10 Flying Scotsman are being led out early to the start. I repeat, horse number 3 Stockbridge and horse number 10 Flying Scotsman are being led out early to the start. Your attention please. Please note, horse number 3 Stockbridge will run with blinkers on. I repeat, horse number 3 Stockbridge will run with blinkers on. Your attention, please. Please note, in the 5th race in Kolkata, horse number 7 Clifford carries 50 kilos, claiming a 4 kilo allowance. And horse number 11 Sea Lion carries 52.5 kilos, including 2.5 kilos overweight. I repeat, horse number 7 Clifford carries 50 kilos, claiming a 4 kilo allowance. And horse number 11 Sea Lion carries 52.5 kilos, including 2.5 kilos overweight.
So we move on to the 5th race of the day, the Awesome One Cup. This race being for horses rated 81 and above, rated 61 to 86, eligible to be run over a distance of about 1400 meters. We got 11 runners going to pose for this one. We got number 1 Savvy Chick. Savvy Chick last outing bled through her nostrils, coming back after that, and let's see how she fares today, the mount of Shahzad Khan. Number 2 is Redoubtable, who's already had a benefit of run in this season. 1400 definitely will suit Redoubtable more than the 1200, but ideally Redoubtable has known to be liking the longer distances. Number 3 Stockbridge, a very versatile horse, generally runs over the longer trips, but in the monsoon we don't really have that many middle distance races, so Stockbridge is lining up here today. Number 4 Gazino, what a game horse Gazino is at 10-year-old, keeps running his heart out. Last outing, after being very tardily out of the gates, came out and finished on 3rd, the mount of Sujit Kumar Paswan. Next one is number 5 Tigrio, who left early for the starting gate. Tigrio, after racing in the wrong end of the field, made some late gains and came on to 4th today with 200 meters extra. Could be a dark one in this race. The mount of Vinay Jaswal, drawn 11 of 11. Number 6 is Watch My Stride. This is the first saddle runner for trainer P.S. Jubal in Calcutta. The mount of R.S. Bhatti, looking decent in the paddock, and the jockey is yet to mount his horse. Next up we got Clifford. Very impressed with the way Clifford won on opening day. He's perhaps he knew I'm going to talk about him. That's why he started to really play up. And jockey S. Sabah, who's going to mount Clifford. Number 8 is Destroyer. Destroyer, the mount of Hindu Singh. The combination, the owner-jockey combination, just won the previous race. So Destroyer was coming back after a mini setback, looking decent and has had a benefit of a mock race. So definitely your frontline contender over here. Number 9, Beauty Blaze, one from the Rajesh Naidu yard. The mount of P. Tejeshwar, being a little cussed and in the paddock right now. Number 10 is Flying Scotsman, definitely one of the more classy horses, and definitely showed a lot of form in the winter season with back-to-back wins before finishing on tame third in the third start. And finally, Sea Lion. Sea Lion must be a nightmare for Neil Darashah, even though I know he's very fond of this particular horse, but has had a lot of issues over his career. But nonetheless, if Sea Lion turns up, as he is known to be a very, very classy horse, but we do not know which Sea Lion will turn up. If the Sea Lion which we know and adore turns up, will make everybody run in this race. So all in all, of course, a Class 1 race is, needless to say, it's a very classy affair. We have some very game horses. We got Destroyer, who's at 11 to 10 is your favorite. Clifford, rightly your second favorite at 3 to 1. Number 3, Stockbridge is at 11 to 2. Number 1, Savage Chick at 7 to 1. And the odds go a little longer from there on. But I wouldn't rule out any chances of any horse in this race. But if you ask me to pick one runner, which everybody has to come out and beat, I will again go with Destroyer, even though I know it's coming back from a setback. But I think Destroyer, on the account of its mock race, it shows that it is fit. We need to know how fit it is. So they're making their way to the starting gate. And for the 5th race, which is the joint feature race of the day, the Awesome One Cup, 11 runners line up for this one.
Dividend for the 6th race of Mysore. Dividend for the 6th race of Mysore. 5 win pays rupees 12, 1, 2. 5 place pays rupees 11 and 6 place pays rupees 12. Second horse pool pays rupees 14. Third horse pool pays rupees 29. Finella pays rupees 17. Forecast pays rupees 20. Your attention please. Tanala pays rupees 38. The winning combination is 5, 6 and 4. In the mini jackpot pool, there are 14 successful winning tickets left after second leg. In the third treble pool, the gross pool collection is rupees 13,950 on 842 winning tickets left after first leg. In the jackpot pool, there are 47 successful winning tickets left after third leg.
Well, the runners continue their journey towards the starting gate. The latest bookmakers odds, number 8 Destroyer, now at 5 to 4. Number 7 Clifford is at 13 to 4. Number 3 Stockbridge 7 to 1. Number 1 Savvy Chick at 8 to 1. So just an announcement for our patrons. The HPSL Pick 6 contest ends with the 4th race because we did not have any successful nomination on the winner, Felix. So you are welcome to try again for the next race day. The contest is open for the last 6 races of the day. So if you have 6 races, it starts with the first race. It's open for our members and their guests. All you need to do is collect your forms from in front of the reserve stand and the paddock lounge and fill out your details, your nominations. The boxes are placed over there. Whatever horse you're selecting in the first leg, so you need to put in your nomination forms, filled out nomination forms in that particular box. And if you win the contest, you stand a chance to win a share of the 10 lakh rupees, which is $1 million at the end of the season. So commiserations for this contest today, but then you have many more chances available. So the runners and riders beginning to arrive at the starting gate for this awesome One Cup. One of my personal favorite horses. I used to always talk to one of the owners, Mr. Sumit Dalmia, about that particular horse, how good he looked. One of the best looking horses in the paddock, and he ran like he looked. And I can't remember the saying sir would tell me, and it was something like the way he looks, the way he runs. So we have a couple of riderless horses on our screen, which are about 200 meters, a little more than that actually, passing the 1800. So there will be a considerable delay. So the awesome One Cup. The bookmakers odds, the screen on your screen is not correct. Number 8 Destroyer is the favorite at 5 to 4. Number 7 Clifford is at 13 to 4. Number 3 Stockbridge is at 7 to 1. Number 1 Savvy Chick is at 8 to 1. The odds being updated, so I'll let you know what the odds are. I'll have plenty of time, and there'll be a mock race run after the completion of the last race, and there are 10 runners scheduled to start in the mock race. I'll give you the details after the next race is about to begin. There is the latest bookmakers odds on your screen. Destroyer drifting out slightly now at 14 to 10. Clifford at 13 to 4. Number 3 Stockbridge, also the odds on Stockbridge has expanded to 8 to 1. Number 9, that's Beauty Blaze, coming into some money. There is at 9 to 1. So the 9 of the 11 runners are circling behind the starting gate. The 2 runners on your screen, that's Sea Lion, and the other one could be, I'm not sure, we're about 150 meters away. That's 3 Stockbridge and 11 Sea Lion. I can see one more runner which is just coming into view. That's 6 Watch My Stride, who was being very playful, passing the 2000. Visibility from my commentary box is terrible, and it's really I'm relying totally on the TV monitors. So using my binocs is futile because it's not really showing me any clearer picture. So Sea Lion has finally got to the starting gate, and so has Stockbridge and Watch My Stride. So the loading operation should begin any moment from now. This is a much clearer view for me. So while it's much better for you to look at, but for me to see the loading, it's easier for the front. So the loading operation is underway. Redoubtable is the first one to move in. We have the jockey of Savvy Chick off his mount. Gazino has moved in the meantime. We got the rider of Tigrio also standing on the frames of the gates. Coming forward there is Watch My Stride. Watch My Stride gets in. We got the rider of Stockbridge who's standing on the frames of the gates. Stockbridge, who's in front of the gates, will be backed in. We also have Flying Scotsman, who's in front of the gates, will be backed in. Coming forward now is Savvy Chick. Savvy Chick will occupy draw 2. So the horse is already loaded. Now Savvy Chick, Gazino was loaded earlier, so was Watch My Stride, Read Audible. They're trying Flying Scotsman with the blinds on. And behind the starting gate, we got Clifford, who's being a little playful even with the blinds on. And they're trying Beauty Blaze, who has the blinds on. Tigrio has been taken in. The jockey is still not on his mount. That's Stockbridge on your screen. Will run in the same colors as Awesome One ran in. Very cussed there is Clifford. Meantime, backed in there is the Stockbridge. There's Destroyer, Sea Lion, Clifford, and one more horse which is riderless. Trying to check which are the draws which are empty. That could be Beauty Blaze because I don't see any house in draw 3. Clifford in the meantime has finally obliged and is coming forward. And they have brought Beauty Blaze in front of the starting gate, who will be backed in. So one in front, that's Beauty Blaze. Two behind, that's Sea Lion and Destroyer. All three runners are sporting the blinds. Sea Lion first of the trio to get in. That leaves us one in front, one at the back. Closing here at 14 to 10 is Destroyer. Comes forward now. Not really playing up Beauty Blaze, but just being a little mulish, refusing to go in the directions that the handlers are guiding her in. The 10 of the 11 are in the gate on borrowed time, as Beauty Blaze wouldn't get much more time. That's the HD view for it. So we have about 8 or 9 handlers trying to work and push Beauty Blaze inside. Almost there, to be fair, but the blinds have come up. Not sure how that's going to affect her. She's almost there. About a neck. They have done a magnificent job, a teamwork indeed by the starting team, and with that Beauty Blaze has been backed in. With that all in, 11 runners in the gate, track is clear, away and racing for the Awesome One Cup. Almost an even start by all the 11 runners as the field settles down to race. Down the center there is Sea Lion, towards the inside there is Clifford. These two are about length and a half clear of Flying Scotsman is racing prominently. Further back in the field towards the inside there is Savage Chick. The one who's on a forward charge. On the outside there is Gazino. Between runners, we go back to Watch My Stride. On the outside of Watch My Stride, there is Beauty Blaze. Then we go back to Redoubtable. Second last, there is Stockbridge. Last of all is Tigrio. They take the first turn now, and Sea Lion has really scooted into a lead about 4.5, 5 lengths in front of. In second, there is Clifford. In third, there is Destroyer, who I missed in the first call. For the back in the field, there is Savvy Chick, who's been joined on the outside there by Gazino. For the back in the field, there is Flying Scotsman. On the outside of Flying Scotsman, there is Watch My Stride. 2.5, 3 lengths behind, we go back to Redoubtable. Behind Redoubtable, there is Stockbridge. Second last, there is Beauty Blaze. Last of all, there is Tigrio. The horses take the turn in the Awesome One Cup. And Sea Lion, just about a half a length in front of Clifford, is the one who's coming up with a run down the center. Destroys miles wide. They're into the last 300. The one who's coming up with the spirited run on the wide outside, there is Gazino. But it's Clifford who's gone for home. Down the center, there is Savvy Chick. And between runners, there is Flying Scotsman, who's weaving a passage towards the inside. And it's going to be Flying Scotsman who comes flying down the center and is going flying away with the Awesome One Cup. And it's all the way to the winning post for Flying Scotsman, who practically came from mid-bunch to take over the running and win from Savvy Chick. Clifford took over the running and was fluttering for a while. Then we had Gazino, who came miles wide. For the back in the field, there was Sea Lion, who made most of the running. Then we went back to Destroyer. For the back in the field, there was Tigrio. Then we had Redoubtable, Beauty Blaze, and Stockbridge has pulled up very gingerly. Hope all's well with the horse. So your winner for the 5th race, Flying Scotsman, at the form. And today at returning here at 10-1 and over. So real upset here. There's a replay there. Sea Lion really made a very earnest pace in front. Chased that pace. There was Clifford, who was the first one to commit. Destroyer did not really gallop the way we have known Destroyer to do. Flying Scotsman in the meantime. What a ride there was by Yodai Kiran. Came up down the center, slashed down the field, and won like a champion here. Well, definitely this is a horse to watch out for the rest of the monsoon season. Savvy Chick will definitely live to fight another day. It's nice to see her back in the place money. Clifford, another horse which is definitely run up to its mark. So that's your top 3. Over to the judges' box for the placings for the Awesome One Cup.
The result of the 5th race at Kolkata: number 10, the Flying Scotsman, first; number 1, Savvy Chic, second; number 7, Clifford, third; number 4, Gazino, fourth; number 11, Sea Lion, fifth. I repeat: number 10, the Flying Scotsman, first; number 1, Savvy Chic, second; number 7, Clifford, third; number 4, Gazino, fourth; number 11, Sea Lion, fifth. The distance and time won by 3 1/4 lengths, 2 1/4 lengths between second and third, a head between third and fourth, 4 lengths between fourth and fifth, time 1 minute 27.271 seconds. I repeat, 3 1/4, 2 1/4, head, 4, time 1 minute 27.271 seconds. I repeat, the close finish for third place is displayed on the CCTV.
The all clear has been given for the 5th race in Kolkata.
That's it.
We are here for the presentation of the 5th race of the afternoon, the Awesome One Cup. Awesome One was owned by Mr. J.P. Khaitan, Mr. Manoj Pasari, Mr. Sumin Dalmia. I will request them to present the Awesome One Cup, won by Flying Scotsman, who was owned by Mr. Vikram Bachawat, representing Messrs. Bachawat Farms Private Limited, Mr. Pramod Kumar Jalan, Mr. Chandan Purushottam Bhamani, and Mr. Nihar Duggar. I'll request Mr. Pramod Jalan to kindly go ahead and receive the cup. Flying Scotsman was trained by S. Habbu. I'll request Mr. Sham Habbu to kindly go in and receive the cup. I'll run through the last part, the jockey P. Udaykar, and what a fantastic ride that was. Please go ahead and shake your hand. That's all from the presentation area. I thank all of you.
For the start, and our mandolin is ready.
That all in, 11 runners in the gate, track is clear, away and racing for the Awesome One Cup. Almost an even start by all the 11 runners as the field settles down to race. Down the center there is Sea Lion, towards the inside there is Clifford. These two are about length and a half clear of Flying Scotsman is racing prominently for the back in the reach. That all in, 11 runners in the gate, track is clear, away and racing for the Awesome One Cup. Almost an even start by all the 11 runners as the field settles down to race. Down the center there is Sea Lion, towards the inside there is Clifford. These two are about length and a half clear of Flying Scotsman is racing prominently for the back in the field towards the inside there is Savage Chick. The one who's on a forward charge. On the outside there is Casino. Between runners we go back to Watch My Stride. On the outside of Watch My Stride there is Beauty Place. Then we go back to Redoubtable. Second last there is Stockbridge. Last of all is that Tigrio. They take the first turn now, and Sea Lion has really scooted into a lead about 4.5, 5 lengths in front of. In second there is Clifford. In third there is Destroyer, who I missed in the first call. For the back in the field there is Savvy Chick, who's been joined on the outside there by Casino. For the back in the field there is Flying Scotsman. On the outside of Flying Scotsman there is Watch My Stride. 2.5, 3 lengths behind we go back to Redoubtable. Behind Redoubtable there is Stockbridge. Second last there is Beauty Blaze. Last of all there is Tigrio. The horses take the turn in the Awesome One Cup. And Sea Lion just about a half a length in front of Clifford is the one who's coming up with a run down the center. Destroys miles wide. They're into the last 300. The one who's coming up with a spirited run on the wide outside there is Casino. But it's Clifford who's gone for home. Down the center there is Savvy Chick. And between runners there is Flying Scotsman, who's weaving a passage towards the inside. And it's going to be Flying Scotsman who comes flying down the center and is going flying away with the Awesome One Cup. And it's all the way to the winning post for Flying Scotsman, who practically came from mid-bunch to take over the running and win from Savvy Chick. Clifford took over the running and was flattering for a while. Then we had Casino, who came miles wide. For the back in the field, there was Sea Lion, who made most of the running. Then we went back to Destroyer. For the back in the field, there was Tigrio. Then Stars, La Dominate, Agnostic, Sir Baffert, Smash Shot, and Cool Rider. I repeat, 10 runners going to the mock race for 1200 meters after the completion of the last race. Fancy Nancy, Dubai Princess, Diamond Rain, Aurum, To the Stars, La Dominate, Agnostic, Sir Baffert, Smash Shot, and Cool Rider.
Your attention, please. Please note, in the 6th race in Kolkata, horse number 9, George Everest, carries 46.5 kilos, claiming a 4 kilo allowance. I repeat, horse number 9, George Everest, carries 46.5 kilos, claiming a 4 kilo allowance. Your attention, please. Please note, in the 5th race in Kolkata, horse number 8 Destroyer returned lame on the right 4. I repeat, in the 5th race in Kolkata, horse number 8 Destroyer returned lame on the right 4. Your attention, please. Please note, in the 6th race in Kolkata, horse number 5 Extravagant Star will now be ridden by jockey R.S. Bhati, as jockey Yash Naredu has been declared medically unfit to ride. I repeat, horse number 4 Extravagant Star will now be ridden by jockey R.S. Bhati, as jockey Yash Naredu has been declared medically unfit to ride.
So we move on to the 6th race of the day, the final race of the afternoon, the Anuradha handicap for horses rated 21 to 46, rated 1 to 26 eligible, which were in station in Kolkata as of 1st July 2024, to be ridden by jockeys of Indian nationality, to be run over a distance of about 1100 meters. We got 10 runners going to pose for the Anuradha handicap. I'll give you the top 3 according to me in this field. I think Extravagant Star should be your frontline contender. You can't rule out a recent start winner, Cristaldo, who definitely likes this track. And another horse which definitely caught my eye based on a benefit of run, there will be Trebia. So I think while it's a pretty open race, and but I think according to me, the 3 runners which stood out were Extravagant Star, number 4, number 5 Cristaldo, and number 8 Trebia. So I would like to watch the odds, and once I have the odds on my screen, I'll share them with you. In the meantime, the runners and riders are stepping onto the main track and making their way to the starting gate. I'll give you the details of the mock race one more time. And there are 10 runners going to pose for the mock race, to be run over a distance of about 1200 meters. Track 150, Fancy Nancy, the mount of Sujit Kumar Paswan. Track 254, Dubai Princess, the mount of R. Bhaibhav. Track 146, Diamond Rain, the mount of Hindu Singh. Track 197, Aurum, the mount of Vinay Jaiswal. Track 207, To the Stars, the mount of R.S. Bhatti. Track 31, La Dominate, the mount of P. Surya. Track 270, Agnostic, the jockey yet to be declared. Track 73, Sir Baffert, the mount of Mohammad Akram. Track 74, Smash Shot, the jockey not declared yet. Track 108, Cool Rider, the mount of J.H. Arul. So that's the lineup for the mock race, which will be held immediately after the completion of the final race. And So the latest bookmakers odds for the last race of the day, number 4, Extravagant Star, is your favorite at 2-1. Number 3, Sea Salt Caramel at 9-4. Number 1, Bundle of Charm is at 11-2. Number 8, Trebia 6-1. Now, 2 more runners which are not displayed on the screen are the odds being changed. Number 2, which is at 7-1, Embankment, and number 5, Cristaldo at 15-2. The rest of them are 10-1 and over. So thankfully the rains have stayed away. It's drizzling at the moment, but still the rain gods have been a little fair, because we needed rain on this track. So we had that about an hour and a half, maybe 2, before the start of the first race. So but then during the races we didn't have any rain so far. We still have a race and a mock race to go, so I will hold on that.
Attention please. May have attention please. Announcement for the Mysore race. Bookmakers, please note, win and place bets laid with bookmakers prior to the announcement of the withdrawal horse number 5, Cavaruzzi, in the 7th race will not be reduced. I repeat, bookmakers, please note, win and place bets laid with bookmakers prior to the announcement of the withdrawal horse number 5, Cavaruzzi, in the 7th race of Mysore will not be reduced.
Totalized announcement. In the 7th race of Mysore, horse number 5 has been withdrawn. In the 4th leg of jackpot pool, all the tickets on that horse have been transferred to horse number 3, being the first favorite horse in totalized win pool at Calcutta. In the 2nd leg of 3rd triple pool, all the tickets on that horse have been transferred to horse number 3, being the first favorite horse in the totalized win pool. All win plays forecast, Tanala, 2nd horse pool, 3rd horse pool bets on horse number 5 will be refunded in accordance with the rules. In the 3rd leg of mini jackpot pool, all the tickets on that horse have been transferred to horse number 3, being the first favorite horse in the totalized win pool at Calcutta. Dividend for the 7th race of Mysore: 3 win pays rupees 15, 3 place pays rupees 12, 6 place pays rupees 15, and 10 place pays rupees 36. 2nd horse pool pays rupees 52, 3rd horse pool pays rupees 115. Quinella pays rupees 68, forecast pays rupees 33. Your attention please, Tanala pays rupees 700.
So Extravagant Star just making his way out on the main track, followed there by Regency Gold. So there would be a considerable delay in the start of the last race, because well, we have the jockey mounting on Regency Gold. Extravagant Star is going to be led start riderless, so that could be another at least 5 to 7 minutes. the two jockeys which left a little late from the starting gate, from the paddock, are making their way to the starting gate. Extravagant Star, now the mount of R.S. Bhatti. So there's a change of jockey on Extravagant Star, your favorite. Now right of R.S. Bhatti in place of Yash Naredu. There's the other runners circling behind the starting gate. So the loading operations underway for the last race of the day, the Anrada Handicap. The first one to be loaded there was Cristaldo, followed there by Bundle of Charm. Coming forward now is Trebia, the jockey of Rienzi Gold, sitting on the frames of the gates. In front of the gates is Rienzi Gold. They were trying Tender Heart, who shied away from the gates. Your favorite Extravagant Star is in front of the gates with the blinds on, will be backed in. In the meantime, George Everest has been taken in. Coming forward is Embankment with the blinds on. Gets in his Embankment. Sea Salt Caramel, who occupies the outside draw 10, comes in. George Everest, Cristaldo, Trebia, Tender Heart, Bundle of Charm, Embankment, Sea Salt Caramel, and being a little fractious in front of the starting gate, there is Rienzi Gold. And one behind, that's Impermanence. Rienzi Gold almost in, and has been backed in with the jockey coming onto the saddle. Getting a little restless behind the starting gate, there is Impermanence. And your favorite closing here at 9-4, that's Extravagant Star. Now the mount of R.S. Bhatti has been backed in, so we just wait for Impermanence. Impermanence, who's being a little impertinent. And Rienzi Gold has reared up, but the jockey was alert to the task. He took evasive action. He's still on mount. And Impermanence continues to be a little fractious. Drops the rider after rearing up very awkwardly. So in this race, horse number 6, Impermanence, has been withdrawn. I repeat, horse number 6, Impermanence, has been withdrawn. And they're away and racing for the last race of the day, the Anrada handicap. A little awkwardly out of the gates, there was Greensi Gold as the field settles down to race. Cristaldo towards the inside, putting in a fast run to take up the running from Tender Heart. Racing up with the pace, there is George Everest, who's being passed on the outside there by Bundle of Charm. Making a forward move on the outside, there is Extravagant Star. For the back in the field, there is Trebia. Then we go back to the slow starting Greensi Gold, who's been passed on the outside there by Sea Salt Caramel, who just has one behind. That's Embankment. They passed the 800 and approach the 6 now. Cristaldo, length and a half in front of Extravagant Star, has moved up places to now be in prominence in second. And as they take the turn, not too far away, there is Bundle of Charm. Trebia is also making a forward move. They're at the top of the home straight now, and here comes Extravagant Star, who's gone for home, gone about 2.5 lengths clear of Cristaldo, trying to battle on towards the inside, and down the center comes Bundle of Charm and Trebia, but Extravagant Star, length and a half, 2 lengths in front of Bundle of Charm, is getting a little closer down the center. Extravagant Star from Bundle of Charm, and coming back with a run there is Cristaldo, but Extravagant Star from Cristaldo and Bundle of Charm, and Cristaldo comes back with a second run and gets it from Bundle of Charm and finished late into the place money. There was Tender Heart, then we had your favorite Extravagant Star, Trebia. Third last there was Embankment, then we went back to Sea Salt Caramel and Greensi Gold. So what a race that was. Down for the count there was Cristaldo, but came back with a run. We will have the replay, and the changed quite a few times. There you have the replay there. Cristaldo, who had the lead but was overhauled rather easily by Extravagant Star and looked like a beaten horse in the last 400, and Bundle of Charm looked like the only threat to Extravagant Star, who really ran out of steam into the last 50 meters or so, and Cristaldo really came back with a second win and was down for the count but came back into the mix and weaved a passage down the center and got the measure of Bundle of Charm. I will just hold my breath for a second. I think that's how they finished, even though it was closer than it looked like when I was calling the race. We'll wait for the judges to announce the placing, and for the last race of the day, the Anrada handicap.
The results of the 6th race at Kolkata. Number 5, Cristaldo, first. Number 1, Bundle of Charm, second. Number 10, Tender Heart, third. Number 8, Trebian, fourth. Number 4, Extravagant Star, fifth. I repeat, number 5, Cristaldo, first. Number 1, Bundle of Charm, second. Number 10, Tender Heart, third. Number 8, Trebian, fourth. Number 4, Extravagant Star, fifth. The distances and time: 1 by a short neck, a length and a quarter between second and third, a short neck between third and fourth, a short neck between fourth and fifth. Time 1 minute 9.299 seconds. I repeat, a short neck, 1 and a quarter, a short neck, time 1 minute 09.299 seconds.
So very quickly, Surya, I know you're in a hurry to go and ride your mock race, and I took a little bit of time from you. The reason I did that was Cristaldo was really beaten for the count. Lag raha tha ki the horse is really gone. But you came back, you persevered, and you came back with the run. What was going through your head? Tell us a little bit about it.
It's a very good horse, first of all. Last time he was surprising winner. This time we are little confident he'll be there. The same way he came from behind, was happy.
So you thought at 400 meters you're going to come and have a chance in this race?
Not 400, and the last furlong my horse was galloping. I said, okay, now I can do something.
Well, the horse did it for you. Well done, and that's a lesson for all of us. Never give up, even when you look like you're down for the count, you can come back. Best of luck with the rest of the thing.
May I have your attention, please? The close finish for the first place is displayed on the CCTV. I repeat, the close finish for the first place is displayed on the CCTV. The close finish for the third place is displayed on the CCTV. I repeat, the close finish for the third place is displayed on the CCTV.
Reap the bounty being tried. Attention please, in the 8th race of Mysore, horse number 8, Sweeter Than Honey, has been withdrawn. I repeat, in the 8th race of Mysore, horse number 8, Sweeter Than Honey, has been withdrawn.
Being joined on the outside by Country's First, Reach the Bounty comes in next, then we have Country's Flight, Swanto comes in thereafter, and last of all, we have Durandar as the also soon swinger on the corner to enter to the final run in. Round the turn and into the straight they enter. Mystical Marlin comes in on first, but up in front of Arigato making a forward go. The Atlantis is the one looking good on the wide outside. Mystical Marlin still the leader. The Atlantis gaining ground in the center of the track. Then
Your attention, please. Please note, in the 6th race in Kolkata, the rider of horse number 8, Très Bien, being placed 4th by the judge, has lodged an objection against the rider of horse number 1, Bundle of Charm, being placed 2nd by the judge on the ground of interference, in that he kept coming out into the straight, and at the last 100 meters he violently drifted out, for which I had to check my horse, which cost me a 3rd place. I repeat, the rider of horse number 8, Très Bien, being placed 4th by the judge, has lodged an objection against the rider of horse number 1, Bundle of Charm, being placed 2nd by the judge on the grounds of interference, that he kept coming out into the straight, and at the last 100 meters he violently drifted out, for which I had to check my horse, which cost me a 3rd place.
65. Forecast pays rupees 208.
So in this race, horse number 6 Impermanence has been withdrawn. I repeat, horse number 6 Impermanence has been withdrawn. And they're away and racing for the last race of the day, the Anrada handicap. A little awkwardly out of the gates, there was Green Sea Gold as the field settles down to race. Cristaldo towards the inside, putting in a fast run to take up the running from Tenderheart. Racing up with the pace, there is George Everest, who's being passed on the outside there by Bundle of Charm. Making a forward move on the outside, there is Extravagant Star. For the back in the field, there is Trebia. Then we go back to the slow starting Green Sea Gold, who's been passed on the outside there by Sea Salt Caramel, who just has one behind. That's Embankment. They passed the 800 and approach the 6 now. Cristaldo, length and a half in front of Extravagant Star, has moved up places to now be in prominent in second as they take the turn. Not too far away, there is Bundle of Charm. Trebia is also making a forward move. They're at the top of the home straight now, and here comes Extravagant Star, who's gone for home, gone about 2.5 lengths clear of Cristaldo, trying to battle on towards the inside, and down the center comes Bundle of Charm and Trebia, but Extravagant Star, length and a half, 2 lengths in front of Bundle of Charm, is getting a little closer down the center. Extravagant Star from Bundle of Charm, and coming back with a run there is Cristaldo, but Extravagant Star from Cristaldo and Bundle of Charm, and Cristaldo comes back with a second run and gets it from Bundle of Charm and finished late into the place money. There was Tenderheart, then we had your favorite Extravagant Star, Trebia. Third last there was Embankment, then we went back to Sea Salt Caramel and Green Sea Gold. So what a race that was.
Total exit announcement. In the 6th race of Calcutta, horse number 6 has been withdrawn. In the 5th leg of jackpot pool, all the tickets on that horse have been transferred to horse number 4 being the first favorite horse in total exit of win pool at Calcutta. In the 2nd leg of second treble pool, all the tickets on that horse have been transferred to horse number 4 being the first favorite horse in the total exit of win pool. All win plays, forecast, Tanala, second horse pool, third horse pool, bets on horse number 6 will be refunded in accordance with the rules. In the 4th leg of mini jackpot pool, all the tickets on that horse have been transferred to horse number 4, being the first favorite horse in the total exit of win pool at Calcutta. Dividend for the 6th race, that is the last race of Calcutta. 5 win pays rupees 139, 5 place pays rupees 22, 1 place pays rupees 21 and 10 place pays rupees 61. Second horse pool pays rupees 55. Third horse pool pays rupees 143. Finella pays rupees 417. Forecast pays rupees 844. Your attention please. Tanala pays rupees 29,747. The winning combination is 5, 1 and 10. The carried over gross exacta is rupees 10. Your attention please. On 4th leg is
So the loading operations has commenced for the mark race. They're trying La Dominate. Will be the first one to be loaded. Couple of jockeys are standing riderless on the frames. That's the jockey of Fancy Nancy and Smash Shot. In the meantime, Dubai Princess has walked in. They continue to work with La Dominate. They're also trying Diamond Rain. Diamond Rain has been taken in. Might want to try La Dominate without its jockey. Just a food for thought. It's nice to see a horse like Agnostic coming back to Calcutta. I kept asking his trainer how he was doing, and I'm really glad he's back in Calcutta. So La Dominate being tried again. Gets really close to the gates, but digs in the toes and gets on his heels and doesn't want to go any further. So in the meantime, Fancy Nancy without the jockey has been taken in. So we'll occupy draw 10 of 10, and finally La Dominate has been taken in with his jockey. Coming forward now is Aurum. Almost there, but steps backward. They're also trying the blindfolded Sir Baffert on the right of your screen. In fact, that was a Smash Shot. Sir Baffert is still out. Smash Shot without the jockey has been taken in. Aurum has been loaded. Sir Baffert has been taken in now. To the Stars comes in. We just wait for Agnostic and Cool Rider. So that's just a word of caution from Daniel David, sir. So Cool Rider with the blinds all will be the last one to be loaded. 9 of 10 in. I'll go with draw 2, that's Smash Shot. Draw 3 is Sir Baffert. Draw 4, Agnostic. Draw 5 is La Dominate. Draw 6 is To the Stars. Draw 7 is Aurum. Draw 8 would be Diamond Rain. Draw 9 is Dubai Princess, and draw 10 is Fancy Nancy, and draw 1 would be Cool Rider. Cool Rider half in and has been taken in fully now. We wait for the rear gates to be locked. They're set, the track is clear, and there we are racing for the mark race of the evening. Even start by all the runners as the field settles down to race. There's a rush for the lead, but towards the inside is Cool Rider. From on the outside there is Agnostic, the one who's in a forward charge. On the outside there is La Dominate. For the back in the field we go back to Dubai Princess. Length and a half, 2 lengths behind we go back to Aurum. For the back in the field there is To the Stars. They pass the 800. Towards the inside of To the Stars there we got Fancy Nancy, who's in the white and black jacket. Then we go back to Smash Shot, who's being joined on the outside there by Sir Baffert as they approach the last 600, and way back in the rear there is Diamond Rain. Cool Rider about length and a quarter in front of Agnostic, and on the outside there was La Dominate. These two are disputing second and third. The one is getting a little keen and moving up places. There is Dubai Princess. The horses take the turn. Then we went back to Fancy Nancy. On the outside there is Sir Baffert, who's going to take the turn about 8 wide. They're into the home straight now. Towards the inside we got Cool Rider. Down the center there is Dubai Princess. Between runners there is Agnostic, who's double handful, but is Cool Rider narrowly ahead from Dubai Princess. On the outside there is Fancy Nancy, but it's towards down the center Dubai Princess, Cool Rider, Dubai Princess, Cool Rider, Dubai Princess. Dubai Princess gets up and towards the winning post and wins the mock race from Cool Rider. Agnostic and Fancy Nancy forced a photo about 4-5 lengths behind. There was Sir Baffert. Then we went back to La Dominate. For the back was the Smash Shot. We had Diamond Rain. Second last there was To the Stars. Last of all was Aurum.